Hi, good morning, and welcome back to all of you. My name is Vishal Manocha, owner and director at Net Worth Immigration Solutions. Our office is based in Brampton, Ontario, and I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. Welcome back to our live session. It's 11 a.m. right now in Canada, and in India, 8:30 p.m. Thank you all the viewers for joining in. I know a lot of more will be joining as we go along. This is a live session about all the immigration updates from last 1 week, and I also give you a chance to comment and ask any question you have regarding any of your immigration reads. So, welcome back to the live session. We will be having a lot of updates today regarding the PNP draws which were recently held, the shocking another express entry draw which was held last couple of days ago, and an important announcement by Ontario regarding few of the trades which will no longer require a Canadian experience class to work in Canada. So there's a lot more coming up, a lot more excitement we'll be sharing during this session. So stay tuned. We are located in Brampton, Ontario. We have an office in Alberta, Calgary. We have location back home in Haryana in Karnal. So thanks and welcome back and for joining in. We will continue our session with the first update for today, which was the another shocking express entry draw, which was held a couple of days ago. The CRS score went high to 488. Yes, you heard it right, 488. But number of invitations were dropped to around 4,800. So we have seen a lot of ups and downs throughout 2023, and it's very hard to predict how and the draws will be, the next draws will be, or what will be the score. But rather than coming down, it has gone high back to 488. Previously, as I said, the lowest we have was 481 this year in 2023. After that, people were very hopeful that it will drop down further, but some I don't know what exactly is happening. They stopped having the draws. This is the draw after 1 month. The express entry draw has held, and the score has gone high to 488, and number of invitations sent is 4,800. A lot of disappointment, definitely, for all the Canadian experience class who are in Canada and who have got experience and who have not been invited. Again, definitely very unfortunate for them that why these people are not been invited, although they have spent 2 to 3 years of education in Canada. They have been working for 2 to 3 years in Canada, or even more than that. It's very unfortunate to see that Canadian experience class people are not invited. Having a score as 488, to be very honest, as an international student, it is very hard to have a 488 score. So that is a clear indication of denying permanent residency to international students, which is definitely concerning. We need to definitely raise the voice and make sure that IRCC is definitely listening to the international student, because they are a very important part of the community. Not just international students, people, any people who is in Canada, example, even on a work permit, and they have gained 1 or 2 years of experience, they should be given a chance to apply. But unfortunately, with this sort of score, it is very hard that student with Canadian experience class or work permit holder with Canadian experience class will qualify. The only way for them to qualify is through LMI applications. If there, you may have to ask your employer to support you in your LMI application, and that can give you an extra 50 point. Then is the only way you can score that level. But it is very unfortunate why they are not separate draws being held for Canadian experience class where people are being invited with low CRS score. It's very unfortunate, but there's nothing much definitely you or me can do. But yes, we can definitely tweet, or we can write to IRCC about why and this is happening, and why there is no Canadian experience class treatment held since the beginning of 2023. And even from last year, we know, I think last September October was the last time when the last Canadian experience clause draw, a specific Canadian experience clause draw was invited. Other than that, I haven't seen any CEC draws happening since then. We were very hopeful since the beginning of 2023 that we will be getting some Canadian experience draw, but we are in the end of almost fifth month, May 2023. We have not seen a single Canadian experience class draw, which is definitely shocking. So the only way of getting this high score is definitely if you have a job offer, which is also called an LMI. If you have that approval, then only you have a chance that you will be getting this sort of score. If that's not the thing, then definitely it's definitely very difficult for all the international students to qualify. You have to look for the other options. You have to look for the experience in different fields. Depending on the province you are at, maybe provincial nominee program will be the better resources and better way of you getting a permanent residency as compared to express entry, looking at the draws which has been held since the beginning of 2023. So look at which province you are in, what other options you have. Like Ontario, if you talk about the RINP, which is a regional area scheme, you may have to move there, gain an experience in that province or community, and get a PR through them. Or like Alberta if you're in Alberta, maybe rural opportunity stream would be an option for you. There are a lot of employers throughout Alberta who are definitely looking for people like you to get a permanent residency or go and do a job, and then the employer may be able to help you out getting a permanent residency. Those could be the only ways I think now left for international students to get their PR. Other than that, it seems very, very hard. We know there was a good announcement made a couple of months ago where they have allowed international students to stay for another 18 months, up to 18 months, in fact, for the extending their work permit. But that is not enough. We know that that is not enough because students need to have a peace of mind. They need to definitely know what are their pathways. But looking at express entry is the biggest like economic draws which are held in Canada, and the biggest resources through which people get their permanent residency. If they are not been invited through this draw, then definitely it is very, very concerning and disappointing for all the international students. So if you are watching this video, if you have any question, kindly post it into the comment section. Definitely it makes this session more interactive. I will be definitely giving you more information and more update about the news from the immigration industry in the last 1 week. But I also recommend all the viewers who are joining us, definitely ask your question. This is the best time for you to communicate with an immigration consultant, and whatever doubt you have, you can definitely post them while we are having this live session on every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as I said, India, we have in summers it's usually 8:30 p.m. So this was the first news we have shared today is from the express entry, which is definitely, as I said, 4,800 people invited. The score was 488. Disappointing again for all Canadian experience class clients. But as I said, we have already discussed. There's nothing much me and you can do about it. But IRCC definitely need to figure out a way where they can help international students getting a permanent residency. Let's hope for the best and see there is some announcement coming up or there's some help coming up for international students. It doesn't seem to be as of now, but you never know. Something may be coming up soon. So stay tuned for further update regarding this. But as of now, no Canadian Experience class draw. CC inviting all category people with score as high as 488, which is going higher by every draw now again. Okay, so now secondly, there was today at around 10:30, I think 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there is an announcement from the immigration minister regarding the family reunification. I think the announcement will be how they're going to further strengthen up the ties between the family, try the level best how they can reunite the family in Canada. So when we talk about family sponsorship, there are two categories we talk about. Either it's your spouse or your children and your parents or grandparents. So there is some announcement being expected today as per the manifesto of election 2020-21. Let's see what that announcement is. Maybe we will be discussing about it more in detail next Friday because the announcement is around today 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so a couple of hours from now. So once that announcement is been made, definitely it will be posted on our social media platform, but we will be discussing about that appointment next Friday once we have more information about it. But there is some announcement coming up around 1:30 p.m. today, giving some information about family reunification, maybe a new stream coming up, or they will be expediting the process of family PR. And there may be an announcement coming up today for parents and grandparents application 2 for 2020-23. So stay tuned for that. The information will be definitely updated on our social media platform as we get that information from the minister. But definitely that is something to look forward for today afternoon. There may be some good news coming for parents and grandparents and for spousal sponsorship. Stay tuned and see how it goes for look at today's afternoon and see what the news is coming up. Now, the another important announcement been made by Ontario province. Ontario province, which has the highest number of population in Canada, and most of the people reside in GTA, is facing a skill shortage of lifetime they don't have skilled people, and there are around more than 300,000 jobs left vacant every year in Ontario, which is definitely impacting the economy of Ontario. And to resolve that issue, there's a good announcement been made by the Premier of Ontario in one a couple of days ago, and the announcement was that almost 30 occupation will not require a Canadian experience to get a license in Canada now, to work and get a license in Canada. The way how it works is basically, for example, you're an engineer, you're a plumber, or you are an electrician. You cannot come and work in Canada straight away. You need to have either do a program, or you have to do apprenticeship, or you have to do one or the other regulatory preparation first for a few years, and then write an exam, and then you can only work in that trade. So what Ontario has announced is in almost 30 occupations starting from December, by end of December 2023, all these 30 occupations, which include, as I said, accounting, lawyers, plumbers, electrician, and many more. As I said, there are 30 total occupations. They will no longer require Canadian experience class. All they need to will be to write the exam of the regulatory body, clear that exam, and that will make you start practicing in Canada immediately. As I said, the good thing about it definitely that will save time. So what is happening right now in Canada is, which is I think is the biggest problem in Canadian immigration we have. We can already see, but Ontario seems to be the first province looking forward to resolve it, moving forward to give a solution to that problem. The problem is people who are coming from different part of the world, either they're engineers, they're trade people, they're doctors, they are not doing their skill same level jobs in Canada, because there are a lot of regulatory requirement, a lot of other requirement we need to be met before they can start practicing in Canada. The reason, because of that reason, a lot of people don't enter into their trades, because there seems to be they find it very hard, say, to spend 3 to 4 years getting to that point where they can get the license, write an exam, and then start earning in Canada is not possible. Once the person enters Canada, definitely they are looking for opportunities straight away. But because of this barrier, which were there in the immigration system and which are still there, to be honest, these were stopping all the professional people to get into their trades. And the result was, as I said, 300,000 every time jobs are left vacant in Ontario alone, because people were not able to join the workforce because of the requirement. But as I said, this is a good announcement by Ontario Ministry, and it's a good initiative that they have already advised all the regulatory body under those 30 trades or occupations that they need to remove that requirement. They need to have an exam only. Once the person comes here, write an exam. As soon as they write, give them an opportunity to work, which will definitely help fulfilling the 300,000 jobs which are left vacant, and definitely those people will be joining the labor force, which will giving an opportunity again for Ontarians and for Canadians here to get into their trade and actually make money what they deserve, rather than getting into a low jobs. And because of those low jobs, definitely that leads to frustration, that leads to uh, definitely, even I've seen a lot of family who get depressed here once there, because they're not able to get an opportunity to work in their trade. But this initiative will definitely help, especially in Ontario right now. I hope the other provinces will also follow the same, and we can see that thing happening coming up very soon, where nurses, I think nurses and medical people have already been exempted. Now the 30 extra occupation being added is definitely going to help Ontario building a workforce, a labor force, sooner than what it was previously, and definitely that will make sure that the jobs which are vacant in Ontario will be fulfilled as soon as possible. That is a good move by Ontario. I hope the other provinces also make those moves and help the people who are migrating to Canada find a better opportunity for themselves once they land. So now, as I have got a couple of questions. So before we go on to the next update and talk about the PNP draws which were held this week, let me talk about take up those questions we have, and then we will take it from there. I'll also again advise my clients, all of you, to kindly post your question into the comment section. Whatever question you have, go ahead and post it right now. We do have this session for 30-35 minutes usually, where we provide all the update we have from the immigration, and also give you an opportunity to talk about your concerns and questions. So right now I'll take the questions I have, and I hope more questions will follow up, and I'll happy to answer them while we go along. So we have Mr. Harmeet Singh joining us. Good morning, Mr. Harmeet. If you have any question, kindly do ask us. Gurpreet Kaur is asking, hello, can I apply OINP without job offer? Okay, that is a good question. And basically, it's what you talk about is OINP is Ontario Immigration Nominee Program. Now, Ontario Immigration Nominee Program has a lot of streams. Now there are options in ONP where you can apply without job offer, and there are few of the options. One is Ontario Masters or PhD stream. If you've done a Masters or PhD in Ontario, you don't need a job offer to get an ONP approval. So that is the first stream where you don't need a job offer. Then the second stream is skilled trade class, which is the most popular stream right now. In the last 5 months, there have been 6 to 7 draws been held, particularly for this stream, and a lot of people have been invited um, under this stream already in Ontario. This doesn't require any job offer. All you need is 1 year of experience, and once you complete your 1 year of experience, then you become eligible under this class, and there's no job offer required. So even under this human capital stream is another stream through which you don't need a job offer. But these streams do have the regular draws through express entry, so you should be eligible through express entry, should be into the pool, and you may get an opportunity under these streams. The only popular stream which requires a job offer, in fact, in Ontario is Ontario Immigration Nominee Program, International Student and Foreign Worker Stream. That requires you to have a job offer. Other than that, most of the province streams and options we have don't require any job offer in for the ONP. I hope that answers your question. If you do have any further question, Gurpreet, I'll be definitely happy to answer that for you. Then we have Dennis Kelly asking us a question. Hello, sir. I'm Dennis. I'm currently working in Poland. Now I can relocate there from a resident in Poland. Okay. So basically, I think you are looking to reallocate yourself, maybe to plan to come into Canada for your permanent residency. There are options available for client all across the world. Definitely, you from Poland, from every part of the world, people can definitely apply for the through different streams to get their permanent residency. You can also do that. There are a lot of ways to come. Either could be work permit, study permit, directly permanent residency. There are a lot of options to explore, but we need to have more information about your profile, your background, your education, your experience. Then we may be able to help you and answer all the questions for you according to your profile, that which way would be better for you to reallocate to Canada. Then we have Mr. Naveen Chaudhary. Hi Vishal, this is Naveen. Coming December, I'm going to apply Canadian citizenship. Okay, do I need to apply PCC, us and India again, or can I use which I used for PR application after I got my PR? I have visited India twice. Thank you. Okay, for the citizenship application, you will have to get your PCC again. Unfortunately, those PCC value applied for your PR will no longer be valid. So that will be required. You cannot use them anymore. Usually, as per the rule is, but citizenship as a different example. If you are doing a temporary application and you have got a PCC before and you have not gone back to your home country for more than 6 months, then those PCC are still valid to use. For example, from your even you go applying for a work permit to PR, at that time that is valid. But once you apply for citizenship, you need that PCC again from back home. So you will definitely need to apply for your your PCC when you apply for your citizenship application. Also, citizenship application have more requirements, which definitely I'm pretty sure you will be fulfilling them. If you have still any doubt or concern, Naveen, you can get back to us, and I'll be happy to answer your questions further from here. Thank you, Naveen, for joining us and definitely asking a question. If you have any further question, kindly go ahead, and as I said, I'll be happy to answer that for you right away. So that was about the question we have as of now. And again, I'll encourage all of our viewers. I can see there are a lot of people who are live joined us on this show. Kindly post your question into the comment section, and we'll try to answer them for you right away. And if I'm not able to answer them right away, definitely you can leave a message or email, and I will definitely get back to you as soon as possible. Okay. So as of now, today what we have discussed is the express entry draw, which was definitely a shocking one. Another CS express entry draw, no CEC invited, 4,800 invitations sent, and 488. Then we have talked about Ontario removing the requirement for 30 occupation of getting any Canadian experience. All you need to write an exam. That was an important information we have shared. And also we talked about as of now is that there is some announcement being expected regarding family reunification at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time today. So stay tuned for that. We will be updating that on our Facebook page or all the other social media platform as soon as we hear what exactly is that information which is going to be shared today afternoon by the immigration minister. Okay, so now let's talk about some draws, recent PNP draws which were held. Um, they were held in BC. There was a draw held from Manitoba. Then there was Prince Edward, Saskatchewan. So there were a lot of provinces which had a draw in last 1 week. They have been inviting people. So guys, basically what happened is there are two most popular streams through which you apply for your Canadian PR. One is the permanent residency route through express entry. The second one is through provincial nominee program. Now, all the provinces have their own programs, their own eligibility requirement, and if you are in that province, or even if you're outside that province and you qualify, you will be invited under that draw, right? So that's how. So the PNP you can apply. As I said, BC had their draw. I think those draws were not very big draws from BC, Manitoba, Prince Edward. Uh, they don't invite too many people in their draws, but yes, these draws are very regular in all the provinces. Like the draw which was held in BC, they invited around 202 people only through the three stream they have. The one was the foreign worker, then the international graduate stream, and people with experience in BC. So those people were invited under BC PNP stream. Again, Manitoba, Prince Edward Island, Saskatchewan have again invited people through the various stream. We will not be discussing those in detail. What I want to majorly share here is all these draws definitely make invite also people from across the world, not people only just in Canada. The people who are outside Canada are also invited under these draws. As far as you're meeting the eligibility requirement, maybe, for example, Saskatchewan has a PNP which is in skill demand list. So basically, if your skill is in demand in Saskatchewan and if you have created an expression of interest to apply for Saskatchewan, then there are chances that you may get an invitation to invite from Saskatchewan province as soon as you basically hit their draw level or whatever the score is. If you've got that score, you may be invited through their draw. So this is the way usually the PNP works, and most of we have seen every month one or the other province is taking the PNP draws. The biggest one still is Ontario. Ontario, I think, is very aggressive right now in inviting international in through PNPs. There have been health worker invited recently. There were IT people invited. There skilled trade people who were invited in Ontario. So as if we talk about the most popular Ontario's draw or the PNP draw, then they are happening in Ontario, and most of the people are being invited who are already in Ontario or even outside through the different various ONP stream of Ontario. But yes, there are a lot of people being invited, especially from um, Ontario. I think is the province which has got the highest number of draws held in the last 5 months and maximum number of people invited in the last 5 months. And the draw continues throughout the year, depending on which stream they're taking the draws, but the draws keep on happening throughout the year. Okay, we have a question from uh, Faisal from Karachi here. Let me answer that and then we'll go on further. Hello, I live in Karachi. I applied for Canada visit visa. They refuse it. They do you not have close ties in Pakistan? Okay. Um, can we appeal it? Okay. So basically, to appeal a Canadian refusal is not easy. You can go for a judicial review. But this is what is the most more common word we use is the judicial review. You can definitely go for a judicial review, but this is one of the very common reason of refusing an application that you don't have a strong tie in Pakistan or your home country, wherever you're from. Even like people who are in India, they also get the same sort of refusal. The reason is what I'll advise you is to definitely apply for ATIP notes. See where the things went wrong, where the concern the officer has. The ATIP notes, it basically takes around 4 to 6 weeks, but that gives you more information about the exact reason or where they exactly found out the concern is in your application. Once you get that ATIP note, you'll have detailed information about your exact refusal reason. Then it will be a better way of. I'll advise you to retry again rather than going for an appeal or a judicial review at this point of time. And read through those notes, see what those concerns are, and if you think those concerns can be addressed, then definitely try to get a visitor visa apply for again, and we can definitely help you in that further if you want, and we can help you putting the ER application again. But my advice to you will be get the notes, read through it, listen, let's see what exactly it is, what reason they have mentioned, and try to address those reasons. If you think the reasons they are addressing were already addressed in the application you submitted, then definitely we can think about how we can go from there. But we can surely assist you in your application need if you want from here. Okay, so this was all about the immigration news that we have from the last 1 week. So just before we wrap up this session, because I said this session is for 30-35 minutes only, I have definitely have a lot of other commitments throughout the day. So what we will be doing from here now is to just talk a little bit about the college admissions opening up soon. So for onshore and offshore, college admissions are opening up, and you are advised to apply as soon as possible. Um, so as soon as possible, definitely. If you're onshore and looking for college admission, we already got the email just now that employer is the Cambrian College Hanson, Brampton and North York campus is available for admission just for September 2023 intake. Secondly, the thing what we can see, Alpha is opening up very soon for September 2023 for onshore students. So if you're onshore and if you are looking for college admission, this is the best time to apply for September 2023 intake. Anyone who has, for example, if you've completed a 1 year program and you're looking for a second year program, you can contact us and we can help you. Or if you are have completed, if you say if you got the education you're doing, you're not able to complete it because of the maybe you're not liking the program or you're not doing well in the program and you want to change it, then also you can approach us for your September 2023 admission. May 2020 is completely closed, so definitely fall 2023 is open and you can apply for fall 2023 intake. And for January 2024, offshore seats are available again in Cambrian, and we can definitely help you in getting admission for your offshore also. In a lot of other colleges like Conestoga College, we have which has got seats available in January. We have seats available in most of the other colleges in January. As of now, is still open. Fall is almost closed for offshore student, but onshore student it's opening up now. So grab this opportunity. If you are looking to do a second year program, contact us as soon as possible, and we will definitely be able to help you in this regard, getting your onshore college admission there and your offshore. And if you're offshore, we also assist you in getting study permit application process and try to make sure that it gets approved and you are coming to Canada and studying and doing your education. So that's it in for this live session. We have discussed every update we have in the last 1 week. There are a lot of things happening in the coming week. We will be discussing about it next week on Friday again, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and India 8:30 p.m. So if you are looking forward to join us in the next Friday session, do keep your questions ready, have things in your mind, whatever you want to discuss. This is an opportunity for you to interact. My name is Vishal Manocha. I am the owner and director at Net Worth Immigration Solutions. So I'll look forward to see you again on next Friday in this live show. Till then, goodbye. Have a great weekend and a great week ahead. And we will see you live back again next Friday. Till then, goodbye and have a good day.